Hey, Well met friends, ending here for another episode of the Skirmishes with Pineleaf, and it's been a long time since we recorded one, hasn't it, Pineleaf?
A bit.
Yeah, so we're gonna get back into that hopefully, and at least hopefully do all of the skirmishes once on my channel, so that you guys can get advice or at least some kind of entertainment out of it. So.
And we're finally at the same level on a regular server.
Yeah, we're on the high end. That's correct. Yeah. And I'm still in the loading screen.
Oh. Okay, because I see you next to me, I was assuming that you were here.
Okay, not quite. I'm looking at a wall right now on the loading
Ah.
screen.
He holds and interrogates those they have captured in battle. The prisoners must be rescued swiftly.
Alright, so we have to rescue the prisoners. Alright, so they're thanking us for coming.
That's
Very
nice
good.
of them.
Yep. And we have to claim the lower courtyard. Let me summon my soldier here. Because I don't think we want to go in with it without the soldier.
Unless you want it to be a little bit more challenging.
Yeah. Alright, we got one killed there. Alright.
Now, up the ramp.
Yep.
Oh, this one's going to be easier because it doesn't. The hill ones don't have any. Don't have any reflex on them, which is
Oh, that's nice.
nice. But the elite ones, like we fought before, do.
Alright, and we cleared the lower courtyard.
Step 1.
And that elf is awful happy we did that.
Yes. Now for the counterattack.
Oh goody, plenty of Moraval.
Yep.
I just am glad that I can stun them back when they stun me.
A useful ability.
Yep.
What level did you get that?
What, the stun?
Yeah.
Pretty early. It's just the horn blast.
Oh, when you said that, I thought you meant something like turn the tables that the guard has,
No, not quite.
where you could take when you're stunned, you cause them to be stunned instead.
No, not exactly, but
Oh,
still do
okay.
it back to him.
Okay, the horn blasts I know about. Getting the it's oh whatever you call that. The fervor. It's trying to get the fervor up in order to be able to get the horn out, which is tricky.
Right. And so far, Tier 2 is pretty painless.
Yeah, that's the thing about duos.
Alright.
Duos are the easiest setting. That's because when they first came out, they were the hardest setting, and people kept on complaining.
Which, I mean, makes sense. I mean, you know, solo should be harder, but duos shouldn't be too hard.
The trouble is trying to find the right balance, because trying to get the regular mobs to the right level... You know you are killing my ambushes when you do that?
Terribly sorry.
Of course, it doesn't help that I haven't found a javelin recently that has a legacy to make my ambushes faster. I'm stuck at 5 seconds right now.
By the way, Pineleaf, I guess I have Warden Syndrome because I have a legendary spear.
Okay. You wanted to feel like you're in the company.
Well, it was the best one option for a level... I don't even remember what level it is.
I wish I had a legendary spear.
For a level 77.
Because unfortunately I'm stuck with this mace right now.
Alright.
And let's see, this mace is 78. When I get to 85, I'll make sure I get a spear.
And I'll make sure I get a sword.
What, you want to play the warden?
Well, it has been kind of enjoying to see a huge giant spear being used like a sword.
Yeah, it looks so funny when I'm using a mace like it's a spear.
It's pretty enjoyable to see that happen. But there are spears that are made for slashing, so I guess it's not totally out there, but it's still enjoyable.
Interrupted again. Keep that up. I'm gonna have to let you stay in front. Hey, finally got one off.
I'm just glad we didn't have to deal with whatever came through here with, you know, elves and rangers being taken out.
Oh, wait a minute. You ever see the average party of elves and rangers in this game?
Well, yes, that is very true. So do you recommend for a typical solo or group staying back by these NPCs, or just going and attacking in front?
I tend to attack in front. Oh. Rats. Hate when they do that. Usually the venomous blood arrow runs in front of everyone. This time he decided to run in the back.
I noticed.
Which is really annoying when I'm trying to kick the guy before he...
Right.
Before he could do his crazy business, and now... Oh, there I can do it. Boom. Normally, I keep the Rangers out of it.
Okay.
But I know champs usually do it a little bit differently than I do it.
Yeah, personally I try to involve NPCs as much as possible. And I'm assuming we're going to light these torches after the counterattack goes through.
Yeah. I'm just worried about the NPCs dying.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, if I were on a squishy class, then I invite the NPCs in. But on a warden, I tend to stay in front.
Alright.
Alright. Lighting torches. Alright, this time I'll go into stealth, so
And I made the mistake of summoning this during a counter assault on the first time I was doing the skirmish because I didn't realize what those torches did, I guess.
Oops.
Yeah, and that was the story one, and so I had to quit and restart, obviously. Because there was no way that I couldn't get anything down before they'd all kill me. Of course, it didn't help that I think I was like 2 levels under as well, so it was like everything was not going for me.
You were why were you 2 levels under?
Because I just wanted to go through this story quickly.
Yes, but it was a skirmish. You can set it to whatever level you want.
Yeah, but I like running it at... Well, I thought these you have to... Like, there's a minimum of 60 or whatever.
Yes, but you're not allowed even to run the skirmish until you're at the minimum level.
Well, I must have just been at the minimum level or something. I don't remember. Oh, I know what it was. At that time I was running every skirmish 2 levels over. That's what it was.
Just to torture yourself.
Yeah, you could say that. Mostly because on my champion I could almost always handle it.
Aha. Okay.
And now up the ramp. Alright.
Okay. Now we're at the upper courtyard. Or actually the East Terrace. They're a bit funny in their banner messages in this skirmish.
Yeah.
Okay, now this guy.
He's a fun one.
Yes, he's notorious for liking to heal a lot. And he doesn't heal us.
Even if you ask him nicely?
Well, it's hard to ask someone nicely when you're in the middle of combat.
Well, minor details.
Actually, maybe yellow is better. Of course, it does help if we both decide that at the same time.
Right. This will really help with... I still have one more skill deed that I just never did on my champ. I think I'm within about 100 of it. You have to do it 1,000 times or whatever. So that's why, for anybody watching, that's why I keep using an attack that's not very good. It can be good once you get the upgrade, but for now it's not that good. Alright, got him down.
Ooh, alright. Let's see what flags I got. Good news is I got a banner of a token of Balerion. The bad news is that until I'm 85, I'm not going to bother wasting a scroll on upgrading my weapon type.
Right.
So, at level cap, that's a great one to get, but it's rather useless to me right now. Oh, I forgot about this. Let's put up a shield. And what attack are you doing that is not so great?
It's Brutal Strikes. It's not like it's terrible, but it's not one that I had in my rotation. Especially for skirmishes, because it's a single target thing.
Yeah, let me see. Is that one that builds fervor, or?
No, it's one that takes fervor, and it does about... I mean, it doesn't do as good of damage as some other skills do, until you get Deep Strikes, the trait.
Okay.
It's in the red. It's in the red line.
Yeah.
But once you get Deep Strikes, you get to add bleeds to everything.
Ah. Okay, I think I'm trying to think what I should be using mostly. I've been using mostly Feral against a single target.
Well, on my reds, I have a ton of increased critical ratings, and this causes bleeds whenever you get a critical hit, so it kind of goes together.
Okay. Alright, and now for the boss.
And then I'll be able to move out my sprint out of the way and move it into an actual useful skill for damage. Alright, so don't interrupt him, Pineleaf.
Oh, could you take care of the fireball?
And you too can skirmish with Pineleaf and be tasked with menial tasks like killing fireballs. At the next CSTM auction. Alright, got it off that time. Pineleaf, we can't win. Did you read?
Well, I'm going to ignore that.
Okay.
Never believe someone who works for Dannenglor.
That's probably pretty sound advice, actually.
See, we can win.
And their PR department is not the best.
Ooh, I got a heritage rune.
Yep, I got the same pretty much.
Yeah, the chest gives everybody the same thing in a skirmish.
Alright, let's get rid of these flags so I can actually use this. Alright, so that was the first skirmish of Mirkwood, I believe. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys again for another skirmish real soon.
So long.
PVMP and Dang. Subscribe.